And let's talk golf now, but with a difference. The West Midlands Golf Charity are set to open what's believed to be the UK's first disability-friendly putting green after receiving a grant from a local charity. Walmley Golf Foundation Community Interest Company will have an artificial short game area and a putting green built over the winter. And this is all down to a donation from the Sutton Coldfield Charitable Trust. Sam Stuart is the head teaching professional at Walmley Golf Club, where this will be housed. And he joined me with Lesley Robbins. She's the chairwoman of Walmley Golf Foundation. And they told me more about how this came about.
We founded the CIC in 2017, and we're very much about accessibility and making golf accessible to all. And we wanted to have something in place where people with limited mobility, wheelchair users and people using walking aids, could also have access to the great game of golf, which, as we know, is great for mental health, making friends, getting out in the fresh air and physical exercise.
Yes, it's definitely something I've always loved golf, but the last 2 years I've got into playing, so I definitely know the benefits of it. And Sam, therefore, let me ask you, as the head teaching professional there at Walmley, how do you work alongside those who are possibly missing a limb, had a stroke, accessing, can only access through golf through being in a wheelchair?
Yeah, so I think, if you look at the best golfers in the world, none of them have the same technique. They all do a few things similarly, the same, but they all do things very different. So from a teaching point of view, it's a learning curve as much for me as it is the students, where we work out what they can do and then work out within that how to get the best results for them to hit a golf ball. And showing them that their disability shouldn't hold them back from still accessing golf.
And that's the key thing, isn't it, really? As you've rightly been saying, it just shows all the techniques. When you watch a Bryson DeChambeau next to a Tiger Woods, next to Tyler, to Tyrrell Hatton, you see they all got different styles, and that's the joy of it. It's a great way to interact and not feel as though you've got to be like a genuine, a genuine professional, as a Jack Nicklaus or someone like that. Yeah. But let me turn back to you then, Lesley, and ask about then the funding that you have been blessed with, getting this donation from the Sutton Coldfield Charitable Trust. How did that all come about?
We applied for a grant with them, and this has been going on probably for about 18 months. When we first got in touch with them, explained what we were wanting to do, and it's very much in line with their ethos of making things accessible to all. So we sent them off an email just to say, this is what we would like to do. Would you consider us? Told them a little bit about us and what have you. And then we had someone come and have a chat with us, have a look where we wanted to build it and what we wanted to do, and find out a little bit more about us. And then it was just a case of following up from that. We had to provide quite a lot of information to prove what we were doing, obviously, because it's a lot of money that they've given to us. And yeah, it just happened from there. And we're really grateful for Sutton Charitable Trust, Sutton Coldfield Charitable Trust for giving us this grant and making what we want to do possible.
Yeah, it's a definite wonderful help and source of donation. And the other thing I believe you need, and Sam, you may come in on the back of this, is that you're in need of volunteers. How can they get in touch, and what is it that you're going to expect from anyone who wants to volunteer their time to help with this initiative?
Yeah, it's not so much volunteers, it's more people to come and use the facility. We're building this fantastic facility, which we believe to be the first in the UK. And we want to get it out there to as many people as possible. So anybody who might be recovering from a stroke and is using a stick or a frame or a perch installed, any children who are potentially in wheelchairs and can't access mainstream sport, anyone who's suffered an amputation, or anyone who has any kind of mobility needs, who might think sport isn't available to them. We'd love them to get in touch with us via our website, which is walmleygolfacademy.com, and see if they can come down and have a go at golf. That's the main thing.
Yeah, and get involved in that way. But I gather as you are a charity, Lesley, a charitable trust, I suppose the need for volunteers would be helpful, especially with such a wonderful initiative and making it accessible to all.
Yes, I mean, we have got a number of volunteers already that give up their time freely to help us. But yes, if anybody would like to know more about us or want to volunteer some time, or if they've got any ideas of where we can get more funding, again, if they would contact the Walmley Academy, that would be fantastic.
Before I let you go, when are you looking to open it?
We think it's going to be ready early in the new year. But as it's outdoors, there's probably a lot of people that won't want to be coming out in the cold and the rain and the wet and the snow. So we've got an opening date that we've got of the 16th of May, where we're hoping to do a bit of a grand opening, get some local celebrities to come along, maybe some disabled golfers to come along, because some of the golfing celebrities who are disabled golfers are absolutely fantastic, and I think they would be a great role model if they could come to the opening. Brilliant. To some of the people who are going to be using it. So 16th of May is our date, but we will be doing some lessons and getting it used before then, once the weather gets a little bit better.
Many thanks then to Lesley Robbins, there, the chairwoman of the Walmley Golf Foundation, and Sam Stuart, the head teaching professional there at Walmley Golf Club. Again, if you want more information, just check out walmleygolfacademy.com.